Hello, Giants fans. Ed Valentine of Big Blue View here with your Giants news roundup for Friday, February 4th. The Giants on Thursday night issued a lengthy and somewhat forceful statement denying the allegations made by Brian Flores in the lawsuit that he filed against the NFL, the Giants, and a couple of other NFL teams this week. In relation to the Giants, of course, Flores is alleging Rooney Rule violations because of the Giants' alleged hiring of Brian Daboll prior to interviewing Flores, prior to interviewing Leslie Frazier. So basically, prior to meeting all of the Rooney Rule requirements, Flores alleging, of course, that interview was a sham, and saying in some outlets that he felt humiliated by the Giants because the interview was not a real one from his perspective. The Giants said in their statement that those allegations from Brian Flores are disturbing and simply false. They also said that their interest in Flores for their head coaching position, which did go to Brian Daboll, was serious and genuine. They again defended their process and said that the decision was not made until Friday evening, which was January 28th. Friday, of course, was the final day of interviews. The Giants interviewed Buffalo Bills defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier, a black man, on Friday, had interviewed Brian Flores on Thursday, announced their decision on Friday evening. Interestingly, on his podcast, Michael Lombardi of The Athletic, a former NFL front office man, said that he had had a conversation with Daboll on Friday evening before the decision was announced, and that Daboll had indicated to him that he didn't think he was getting the job, and that Daboll was asking for information about the open Miami Dolphins job as to whether or not that would be a good job for him to pursue if he did not get the Giants job. So Lombardi is putting information out there that would support the Giants' claim that they did not make a decision until Friday evening. So regardless, that is what where the situation stands right now. The Giants issuing that statement, obviously, long way to go before any of this is settled through the legal system. But that is the latest on the Brian Flores lawsuit. Also, the Giants made another move to fill out their coaching staff on Thursday, reportedly hiring Kansas City Chiefs quarterbacks coach and passing game coordinator Mike Kafka as their offensive coordinator to join Brian Daboll in trying to rebuild a Giants offense that simply has been putrid for the last 2 years. Try to help the Giants make an eventual determination as to the future of quarterback Daniel Jones. Kafka has been with the Chiefs under the direction of Andy Reid, one of the best offensive minds in football since, I believe, 2017. Pete Sweeney of SB Nation's Arrowhead Pride told me that Kafka basically was offensive coordinator in waiting in Kansas City, waiting for Eric Bieniemy to get a head coaching job, which of course has not happened. And in which case, had it happened, then Kafka would have ascended to the offensive coordinator position in all likelihood. But Kafka will now join the New York Giants staff. No official announcement from the Giants on that. No official word as to whether Daboll or Kafka will call plays. Brian Daboll had said a few days ago that he wanted to wait until OTAs. He wanted to wait until the spring, see how practices went, see how all of that went before he made a determination as to who would call plays. Best guess here is that Kafka ends up calling plays. because he had a really, really good situation in Kansas City. I'm not sure he would have left and taken this offensive coordinator position unless he was told that the offense would be his. Obviously, we don't know that officially, but we will find out, of course, even if Kafka is calling the plays. Brian Dable, longtime offensive coordinator, really bright offensive mind, will be heavily involved in scheming the offense and in the week to week game plans. So the Giants coaching staff does appear to be rounding out. Looks like Patrick Graham will be back as defensive coordinator. Graham, of course, interviewed this week for the Minnesota Vikings head coaching job that went to Kevin O'Connell. The Giants have also decided to bring back Thomas McGahee, who will be working for his third Giants head coach. McGahee originally was hired by Pat Shurmur, stayed on for Joe Judge, and will now stay on for the first year under Brian Daboll. All right, Giants fans, thank you for listening. Please remember to subscribe on YouTube or on all of your favorite podcast applications. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.